I read somewhere where every person has a theme of music. Well, this is mine. When I'm alone, depressed, I can play this. Suddenly I'm not in this room or this house. I'm free somewhere exciting. Daredevil #1, Australian reprint. Oh, hi everyone. Hey, I'm just checking out an eBay auction here. This is an Australian reprint, 1960s reprint. Pre-decimal, so, because it's marked as a shilling. So it's before 1966, and it started off here at $31. And I'll just show you what these guys are like. You got a black and white, it's just the line art, the black and white reprint. And last time I checked, this auction was a couple of days to go, and it was up to $60. So with the passage of bats and the magic of cinema, we can return to the auction because it's over now. Let's see what I went for. Holy smokes, not bad. $102.51. $103.51. And there you go, Daredevil #1, the Australian version. And now here's my Avengers #1, same deal. And check out that cover, you guys. Thrilling tales of suspense. I mean, how confused can you get? You know, this is what we had to deal with over here. But when you open it up, sure enough, there it is, Avengers 1, the line art, just black and white reprint again. And I've had this thing for 40 years. I'm just gonna grab the indicia for posterity's sake here. This is published and printed in Sydney and distributed by Gordon and Gotch in Melbourne. When I was young, I used to, I worked out that Gordon and Gotch were like the comic bank. And I used to fantasize about getting comics from them. You know, I'd ring them up all the time and try and, you know, harass them for comics, but nothing ever happened. But anyway, one day, when I was about 9 years old, this kid comes to school, and he was happened to be my one and only source of back issues in those days. And he says, "I've got an Avengers #1," and I said, "I'll give you $20 for it." Awesome, you know. And he brings it over to my house, and I'm all disappointed because it's the Australian version. And he says to me, "Well, you know, you can have it." And so I had it and grabbed it, and you know, all the modifications are my own fault. I put all the tape on it. I was 9 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. And the cover was a bit kind of wrecked for my liking, so the actual comic is in pretty good shape. White pages, and just the cover is a bit trashed by now. But there you go. What a weird thing that is. I mean, it looks like, you know, Hulk's doing breaststroke here. It's the weirdest thing, but Avengers #1, Australian version, and you not see too many of these around. And thrilling tales of suspense. You betcha. So with the new Avengers movie coming up, I thought it'd be interesting to pull that out. Anyway, onward and upward to Strange Adventures, #151 from 1963, and I just love this cover. And with the car going over the hill there, and the aliens coming out the satellite dish. I didn't even notice those initials in the little picture when I saw it. It just grabbed me. I just love these kooky old DC, you know, fantasy things. They're great. And something a little bit nicer now, Batman 139 from 1961. It's the first appearance of BatGirl. And this is my first Batman Silver Age comic I've had, and it's really interesting. We got Batgirl written there, which could have been a lot worse. I mean, she could have been, written her name, Eloise Schwarzenegger or something. But it's really interesting how different the color palette is on these DC books. Just checking the staples here, nice and tight, beautiful white pages. It's amazing how different the color palette is from this DC publication to the Marvel publications of the same kind of era. Nice back, just a little spot on the back there, but from the back, beautiful supple pages. And this thing was, the artwork was done by Sheldon Moldoff, and the inker was Charles Paris, and the writer was Bill Finger. And yeah, beautiful thing. Batman 139 from 1961, first appearance of Batgirl. And I just love this cover. It's a beautiful thing. Great fun. Okay, and now we got Wonder Woman number 147 from 1964. And this is kind of like the 123 comic family to me, just both on the one cover here. You got, 123 Comic Ma'am doing her aquatic thing, kicking some prawn butt over there. And over on the left-hand side, you got, 123 Comic Man, a.k.a. the Angel, doing his thing on the left there. And it just made me chuckle, this cover. Well, Bird Girl and Fish Girl was as close as I could get, buddy. But anyway. And I just saw this and kind of liked it. Secret Origins, a DC book, and there was a 60s version, a 70s series, and an 80s series. It's got Robin and Aquaman, so that was cool. That was in nice shape. And last but certainly not least, Holy Toledo, Green Lantern and Green Arrow number 77. Just a brilliant book. Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil in just superb form. 76 is the one to get, obviously. I've seen ECU fan as one guy. I think the only guy I've seen pull out a Green Lantern, Green Arrow 76. I'm sure there's others out there in the community, but look at this Neil Adams artwork with the Green Arrow like a cat here, and a page later he's really limp and lifeless in that frame. And it's in beautiful shape, this book, but I want to get all of these O'Neil and Adams Green Lantern, Green Arrows. They're just brilliant. And I love the pink and green too. Great color combination. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.